open and doesn't have any form of intimidation.
Oh, really?
Lay's gonna regret that statement at some point.
Probably sooner than you think.
Probably.
Okay, hang on a sec. Setting things up, I'm sorry.
No, you're fine. Kryn, we will get you in as soon as...
Oh, yep, that's fine. I'm just listening. I'm enjoying all of this.
Welcome to the dynamic.
Welcome to every game.
I really kind of wish that was a joke.
I'll go up and knock on the door.
Okay. You can hear people kind of shifting around the house a little bit, and before too long, a small little blonde-colored kitsune opens the door. She's dressed in a fine, dark, kind of red-brown dress, and she's sitting there with her hands clasping to her chest. She looks absolutely distraught and shaken. All the color in her nose and her eyes just seems, and the inside of her ears is just faded, like she's been under some tremendous stress.
Okay. Sorry to disturb you, ma'am. Is this where Maligold lives?
The kitsune nods and kind of chokes back a little bit. And yeah, she was taken out of our home last night. Are you here to help bring her home?
Yes, we were sent by the king to help track her down and bring her home to you.
She kind of closes her eyes and mutters something. You can kind of hear her saying something along the lines of, like, bless his soul or bless his heart. And she steps aside and motions for all of you to enter the home.
Alright, I'll bow and go in.
Lay will, after checking over his shoulder to make sure that he's not going to barge past anyone, follow suit.
I will follow as well. I'm in Thaddeus form, by the way.
Oh, well, I'm just leaving you like that right now.
That's fine.
We can imagine you as Thaddy.
We all know who I really am.
Fatty.
Fatty.
Fatty daddy.
Fatty daddy.
No,
Honestly, right now, you could use whichever picture. I don't care no more.
We'll just remember that it's Thaddeus right now.
I'm still stuck on Fatty daddy.
Yeah.
Oh, fuck my life. Okay.
I'm not sorry.
So as you guys enter, the house itself is really, it's not hoarder. It is, the walls are just covered in different decorations from different cultures, different worlds, everything. It's all in an organized chaos on the walls. There's nice fancy rugs on the ground. It's an overall very nice house, clearly the home of a merchant or a trader. As you guys all enter, the kitsune woman kind of walks past, still kind of sniffling and seems like she's kind of like trying to comfort herself. She's kind of fiddling with her own fur along her neck, almost nervously. And she motions to you guys. She was taken from her room, and she walks down the hallway, stops at the end of the hall to make sure you guys are following, and motions into an open door.
I'll follow and walk in the room.
When you guys walk in, the room is pretty similar to the rest of the house. Less degree of clutter, but there are silks and ribbons and various decorations hanging and arcing from the ceiling to the wall. There are dream catchers and tapestries hanging on the walls. Large, vibrant colored rugs along the floor. And then along the far side of the wall, there's shattered glass where a board is covering the broken window.
Oh, that's the boarded up window.
Ma'am, let me search the room.
Very perceptive of you, Kyle.
You can almost see the buffering symbol over my head.
Can I look around and see if I can spot anything out of the ordinary?
Roll perception.
Oh, yes.
You can tell that somebody had been laying in the bed. The sheets and everything are all pulled back, like somebody had been pulled or rolled out of the bed. Not in a normal pattern that works with, you know, if somebody just got up or made the bed and laid on top of the blankets. It definitely looks like they were forced off of the bed, but otherwise you really can't see much.
I turn to the woman. You haven't touched anything in this room since it happened, have you?
She shakes her head, kind of slightly, quickly, but really small motions. No, the king told us to leave everything as it was until you showed up. And she kind of sniffles again, and you can tell she's really trying to keep herself contained.
Kitsune are short, right?
Yes.
Okay, so I'm gonna like pat her shoulder and like lower myself to eye level.
She pretty much just breaks down. She starts sobbing and just buries her face into Cal's shoulder and just breaks down. And starts muttering things about how her father's not even home to help and how he's out. And how is she supposed to tell him that their only daughter, surviving daughter, is missing and things like that.
I have like awkward hover hands for a second. But then I hug her.
Awkward hover hands.
Well, all that going on, I take a look at the board and out the window.
Roll me another perception.
Alright. Damn it.
The window's broken.
It sure is.
Yep, that's a window.
That is
And
a
it's not intact.
Guys, look what I found.
broken glass.
Can Lay detect any other unusual scents other than us and the obvious owners of the home?
Roll perception.
Oh boy.
Whatever.
So they're gonna
Lay has
really-
great perception usually. There you go. So Lay's going to be more useful here. Lay, you can tell while Thaddeus is looking at the window, you can tell that the window was clearly busted from the outside coming in, but there are traces of glass outside, like it had trailed out on somebody's clothing. When you work that wonderful nose of yours, you can smell, of course, the kitsune and the smell of magic that usually attaches to them, but you also smell a more salty ocean water and exotic scent, almost as you don't know how to explain the exotic as other than one that you don't normally smell. But you do know a very strong salty odor with it.
The wonderful nose sort of wrinkles up like, odd, and then tells everyone about that smell.
Is the glass broken inward or outward?
The glass is inward, yeah. So it was broken from the outside and pushed in.
Mm-hmm.
What are we supposed to
Yeah,
take
girl.
there? Yeah. Sorry.
I've got to make note of this. Open up.
Anything else?
Did she ever mention feeling uncomfortable or have any complaints with school?
The Kitsune woman kind of raises her head from Cal's shoulder and shakes her head. She said, no, she's been actually happier than normal lately. She even went out with one of her friends and came home just after school with him. But that was the last that he had seen her, and she came home, we had dinner, and she went to bed.
Who was her friend?
His name's Lavelle. He's a shy little fae boy that lives just down the street.
Do you have an item that she always uses or carries with her?
Oh, screw you, Brian. Yes, she actually does, and that was the one weird thing. She takes her bracelet off when she sleeps because it catches in her hair. And the woman walks to the desk where a silver bracelet that says Hound with a little heart hanging from it is resting.
May we borrow this? My friend over here's got a really good nose and might be able to catch the scent and follow her.
She kind of smiles like a very, you know, that look that people give you when they're like, oh, bless your heart kind of look. She looks at Lay with kind of that look and then nods and gently hands it over to you.
Hand it to Lay. Get the scent, boy. Come on, get the scent.
Lay's gonna put his hands on his hips like, I ain't no fucking bloodhound. He's kind of indignant about the whole thing, like, I ain't your sniffer boy.
You got this, come on. There's a good bone in it for you.
That just sort of kills them. Like, usually good nature, like, fuck off. I will chew off your testicles. But he's subconsciously like brings the bracelet up and like starts to sniff at it, like trying to memorize that smell.
Well, don't climb in there. There you go.
Just like get the smell.
He'll get a little bonus when he's trying to track her.
Okay, so he's memorized the smell.
No, you can't go outside.
Lay then gives the bracelet back to Thaddeus and be like, wrap that up. Do not contaminate.
I wrap it up.
Wrap it up!
Wrap it.
The Mela Gold's mother kind of nods. She goes, please, please, bring her home. I'm afraid that they'll do terrible things to her.
Grab her hand. What was that?
I don't know, I think that was Spotty dinging.
Oh, that was Corin.
Oh.
Yeah.
I'm back. Sorry, my phone did that thing where it stops being voice.
So where it just stops.
I heard a noise. I was distracted.
You grabbed a hand.
Yes, we'll find her, ma'am. Don't worry.
I'm gonna go check out the alleyway where the window leads, or wherever the area that the window leads to, the broken window.
It leads to a small yard, but yeah, you can go out there and roll perception.
Okay. Alright, let's roll an old 10.
while Thaddeus is going out there,
Oh, there
God,
you go.
Thank you.
Lay's going to shift into his fluff.
His
form.
fluff form.
His fluff.
So, out there, you can actually see a faint trail of some footsteps heading northeast a little bit. There are footsteps, and there are some clear spots where it looks like claws, like from the hind feet of a kitsune, has dug in, trying to resist being moved. But they are heading northeast.
Okay, I holler in the window and say, "Hey, I got a trail out here."
Oh, I just assumed we all followed you outside.
Yeah, same.
Oh, okay. I
Whatever.
just assumed you guys all just stayed in the house.
Well, that's not abnormal for them.
Oh well.
We had to stare at it from outside for a while. We kind of want to stare inside it too.
Alright, I'm gonna start following the trail.
Okay. Alright, so when you guys get to, I'll just move your asses out here, following the trail, you hear somebody call out to you.
Huh?
And you can see one of the young princes approaching you with somebody else in tow. And he calls you guys, says, you guys are still looking for Mela Gold, yes?
Yes.
Yep.
He nods and he says, Makoto wanted me to join you guys. I have a good lead of where they might have taken her. And he motions to the very tall, pink-haired elf behind him. He says, and I brought some strength with us. We might need some where we're going.
No kidding.
Sup, guys?
So, introduce yourself.
Oh, hey, y'all. I'm Fen. I'm super ditzy.
You'll fit right in.
What a great Tinder
Awesome.
bio. I'll fly up a
Describe
little
yourself
closer.
in 5 words or less. Super ditzy.
I'll go up, fly a little closer, and hold my hand out for a handshake.
I shake your hand.
I'm Cal, leader of this party.
Nice to meet you, Cal. I'm
Lay
Fen.
has followed after Cal and just sits where he's hovering.
When Cal says leader of the party, I roll my eyes.
I can tell you guys are super cohesive. This is going to be great fun.
Oh, you have no idea.
Super cohesive.
So,
Can't keep the party together for more than 2 minutes.
very first thing did was split the party.
We don't split the party, and that is the first thing that happened. He's like, I'm gonna go explore a cow field.
Lay went with him.
That is true.
And everyone else is like, breakfast.
Yeah. Food! Oh my god. This fucking party. Okay,
Anyway,
So anyway,
I didn't hear any arguments, though.
so, Senri kind of nods with all the introduction, and he looks back at you guys. He goes, I know it's late, but if you're still got the spunk ready to go, we need to head towards the cove. That was the last possible sighting we had of Melagold, rumor of Melagold.
Who saw her?
He shakes his head and he said, we just had an anonymous note left at the city hall this morning. And after investigating it, that's really the best lead we have.
It seems legit.
Seems
is that
legit.
the direction we're heading in?
Yeah.
Okay.
Lay puts his nose to the ground and starts sniffing like a hoover.
It's like over. Jesus Christ.
He's a Roomba.
He's a
You do that
Roomba.
often.
You get the scent, boy? Come on, let's go.
Oh, Timmy's in the well again.
Timmy's in the wall?
I'm sorry, that's funny.
So, the tracks that you find lead you to the north exit of the town, and then they almost turn directly east. And they run along with the river.
Okay.
And with Sinri's guidance, since he has a destination in mind, you guys get to number 6 pretty easily. By the time you get there, it's late. It's 3 or 4 in the morning.
Yeah,
Lay off.
who needs sleep anyway?
You sleep when you're dead.
Don't jinx us.
Okay.
So, as you guys are approaching, you can hear the water, and you get close to the white sand beach that's known as the Cove. And Sidney kind of holds his hand up, and I need you guys to roll perception.
Which one is perception?
Nice, Lay.
Victory sounds.
Victory screech!
Urchin, Lay, Alan, and Cow.
Wait,
Did you find it?
is it an No.
I have to
It's on
pull-
the main page towards the bottom between linguistics and perform on the right hand side.
Okay, and then I just click it.
Yep.
Hey, look at that.
And all of you did well enough that the moment Sinri's hand goes up, you guys can actually hear people talking. And you guys all kind of hunker down and wait. And in the distance, along the side of the cove, you can see a couple people on a rowboat heading your direction, sort of. A little more south facing down towards this way where the cove turns into more cliffs. You see them kind of heading in that direction. And you can see Sinri kind of cock his head as if confused. And he kind of turns to you guys and I think we should see where they're heading.
Okay.
Hi.
Sounds good plan to me.
Let's go.
I need all of you to roll stealth checks.
Oh shit, here we go.
Oh, bet.
24, 29, 22,
Good job,
25,
Alanin.
Dang.
Oh.
7. Oh shit.
Cal even got a...
And he's just hovering over the ground.
the one.
He's not even talent.
You guys are rolling great right
My
now.
wings make sound. I'm walking.
So, as you guys kind of shuffle along the banks trying to watch these guys, they are oblivious. They are talking and, they're talking not loud, but they're not exactly quiet either. You can't understand what they're saying, but you can hear their voices still. And just as they start to get close to the cliff faces there, you notice them light a lantern, and as the lantern brightens, you notice a large hole in the side of the cliff that with high tide would be covered by water, but with it being low tide, it's completely exposed.
Suspicious.
What could that be?
Let's go.
Gonna follow it closer?
Yeah.
Okay. As you guys kind of follow a little bit closer behind, you get as far down the coast of the beach as you can, without having to tread through the water to go into the cave. But you notice these guys pull into this open, now fully visible cave mouth, and they vanish from your sight, but you can hear them for a little bit, and you hear them eventually splash into the water, and it sounds like they trudge, possibly to a shore or something, before everything goes silent, and you can hear them just vanishing in the distance.
Yo ho, pirate's life for me.
Oh,
Anyone got a boat?
Not as such.
Lay's just gonna jump up and tap back.
I heard Jack and Spot talking, so one at a time here. Spot,
You can go first.
you're going first? Is that what you said?
Said Jack can go first.
Oh, Jack can go first. Go ahead, Lay.
Lay's literally just jumping and sitting up on the back of Tabs at this point.
I was confused for a second. I was like, who the hell's Tabs?
The horse.
Oh, right. I remember now.
Reg.
Just not used to hearing it, I guess.
So, with the, how the waves and everything are rocking and kind of crashing against the side of the cliff, you're not exactly sure if it's going to be if the horse can make it. But you can try, if you want.
Let's see, what's his stats at? I'll try.
Okay, roll me a sun check.
For Tabs or for Lay?
For Tabs, because he's going to have to roll one good enough to carry you, too.
Okay. Nope.
Nope. Tabs is not having any of it. He gets about belly height into the water, and the waves already start to kind of push and pull him around, and that horse just kind of nopes right back up on the shore.
Well,
Can-
there goes that idea.
Can we see any other caves?
Not from where you're standing. You can see small little holes, that were possibly vents from volcanic activity when this island was a volcano. But from where you are, you can only see the main entrance. There are cliffs that go down into it, that you could climb down through, or you could try swimming, or finding a boat.
How deep do you think it is?
Deep enough
How,
to
yeah,
how
it-
deep do we think it is?
You can't tell.
Deep enough that it was able to get up to that horse's belly.
Yeah,
Yes, but I'm very tall.
that is true.
Because Tabs is the better part of 16 one hands, I'm pretty sure, so.
Yeah, which is equivalent to what, I can't remember now off the top of my hand.
the top of your hand?
Yep.
Well, I have 0 skills in swimming, so somebody else should definitely try this.
So, Finn towers over Tabs, just so you know. Finn is like, Finn, what are you?
I'm like almost 7 foot.
Yeah. So, Tabs at his withers is only 5 foot, almost 5.5 feet. So, so Finn is taller than Tabs. But,
I'm pretty sure we're all taller than Tabs.
No.
My guy's 6 foot.
I mean, at his head, Tabs is taller, but his shoulders are only at 5.5 feet.
Oh, I got you.
Lay's going to try and swim.
Okay.
Reasonable chance.
I'm gonna try and go around and climb down.
Okay. Finn and Lay, you both get, and Archon, you all three kind of get to the point where you're no longer touching the Grant bottom, and the current just pushes you right back to shore.
Yeah, that wasn't gonna work. Well, it was worth trying.
I'm just gonna sit back and watch everyone for a bit.
Okay.
Give it a go.
What if we climb the cliff?
That's what I'm trying.
Alanin just owns the ocean and pretty much is like, watch this, and he goes Last thing you see is him heading into the cave, swimming. And Alanin, you make it to a nice little, it's like a little sandy beach inside that leads further into the cave.
Send a boat out!
Do you see anything?
Man.
Do I see anything?
Roll perception. You see shit!
Oh, okay.
Something could be sitting right next to you and you just don't see it. It's
I
too
can
dark.
imagine what Senri's thinking.
Oh, I should probably roll for him to go after it. Go try too.
Yeah.
Paddle boat.
Okay. Whoops. Wrong button. Okay, Senri, we are going to try a... Senri fails too, so, you know.
Okay, well at least we're all failing.
Except Alanin.
And the only one that hasn't tried swimming is, Al.
Yeah, Cal's watching you guys.
I haven't
though.
either. I'm going around. I already knew I was going to fail swimming, so I was going around to climb down. I'm just waiting to get there, I guess.
Okay. Well, go ahead and you get up. You just have to kind of go around a little bit. It's really not too far. 50 yards maybe to go up and around, where you get to a spot where the rocks are really, really angular and jagged. It's not necessarily the safest spot, but there are plenty of handholds.
Okay, I'm going to grab some rope, tie it to a nearby tree or some kind of anchor point.
Archie, you straight up you accidentally go and you fall into the water below.
I'm like, I'm gonna set up. Oh, he's gone.
Hey, if he fell in front of the cave, would the current push him in?
Maybe eventually, but he's gonna have to do some swim checks to survive that.
Maybe eventually.
So anyway, I finished setting up my rope, which will give me a +5 to my climb check.
Okay. There you go.
Yeah.
Thaddeus, you are able to finally climb down and kind of hugging the wall or whatever. You go down the side of the mouth of the cave and then in, and you are soon standing on the shore next to Alanin.
Do I see
Roll
Archon
perception.
on my way down?
Archon's in the water.
He's
Okay.
drowning.
Okay.
He saw you setting up a rope and just went for it.
Thaddeus,
He's like, nah, I got this.
It's almost like he jumped. He rolled so low. Thaddeus, you actually do notice, just clinging to a rock not too far from where you guys are standing, you do notice the boat that those guys had come in on tied to the rock there.
Okay. I will. Is there anyone near it?
No, you guys are the only ones in this part of the cave.
I will go get the boat and go out and retrieve everybody.
Okay. Including,
Hooray!
I want you to roll a strength check to try to pull Archon up.
Alright. Oh, not bad.
No, not bad, that's enough.
What's funny is I have no modifiers in strength, so that was a flat roll.
That's good enough. Oh. Alright, so once all on shore, the cave really has only one direction, and you guys walk in, not very far actually, it just, you kind of walk in and go around a little bit of curve, and then you can see lights ahead. And as you guys continue on, you are greeted, you're going to be on the right side of this map.
Oh shit, I'll zoom out.
No, then zoom back again.
And I'm sorry, Lay, but Tabs could not fit on that boat, so he's not joining you right now.
That's fine. But he's probably just off grazing somewhere. He's like, I don't give a shit, my human's fine.
Where are we?
On the right side
all
of the
the way
map.
to the right.
Oh, I thought you said left.
Get with it.
I know, I do this with my GPS too. It's like, turn left. I'm like, right? Okay.
my friend did the same thing. Like, I was driving the car with her, and every time the GPS said left, she thought it said right. I'm like, what are you on?
I don't know what it is. When someone says, like, right or left, half the time I'll hear, like, legitimately hear the opposite direction.
So as you guys walk down the tunnel, I guess, you come around a few bends. There are torches on the wall, and then as you come around, you notice it opens up into a large, irregular-shaped cavern.
I'll stay in the back. 'Cause I'm a support.
Are you even support at this point?
I am. I mean,
You can't even say it without laughing.
I made a monster horny for another monster. I'm support.
True bard.
I'm concerned.
It was great.
Don't worry about it.
So as you guys come in, fully in, you notice that it's just a massive cavern. There are tunnels, natural tunnels in various directions. There are...
Hey.
Huh?
Where's the prince?
Oh, I just forgot to put him on the map.
I was like, where the fuck did the prince go? He disappeared on us.
No.
It's a trap!
No, I just forgot to put him on this map.
Okay.
Are we sneaking?
No, probably not. At least if you are, you didn't tell me in time.
Nope.
Yeah, we never said anything, so we're not sneaking.
Oh no, we're
Walking in like we own the place.
As you
Like,
enter,
like the
it's-
Seven Dwarves. We were singing the whole time.
Yeah. It's pretty quiet. You see tents set up in some areas. There are some areas that seem to be houses built into the rock around you. There's a well in the middle there. And there's a scent of living down here. Like people actually live and thrive in this area. And as you guys are kind of approaching, Scenery if I can grab him, pushes past you guys to kind of look around, and he is just like flabbergasted.
someone pull him back.
Didn't know this was here, did you?
He shakes his head. Said, "No, we have rumors of a poacher hideout, but this is beyond just a hideout."
Lay's going to put his nose to the floor and see if he can, or just in general, sniff around and see if he can pick up Mela Gold's smell.
Roll perception.
Do want soda.
Holy shit, Lay. I wasn't counting on you rolling actually that good.
Sorry, I got a
He
9.
gets bonuses too for having that bracelet.
Yeah. Yeah, so you pretty much rolled a 30 on that. You can actually smell her scent pretty well. It's starting to age. People have crossed over it and walked over it since, I mean, it's been pretty much 24 hours at this point. But you can smell the scent heading northwest.
Cool.
Pretty much. Lay's going to try and follow it along, and pray to God he doesn't get caught.
There are kind of a few people milling about, but they really don't seem to have any interest in what you guys are doing.
Do you guys mind pausing for 2 seconds? I gotta pee.
Okay, go ahead.
Same. It's pee break time, people.
Usually,
Information.
usually it's me that needs the pee break.
Half time, change sides.
What's the temperature at now?
It was
At some point I dropped my disguise, so I'm actually Iron Man.
Yeah, I figured.
Hooray! Let the air in now that the temperature's dropped.
Okay, you know what? I wasn't gonna pee, but I probably should. I'll be right back. Alright, so
Back.
you guys are in the underground.
We're in the underground. We're under the ground.
You are under the ground.
Under the ground. Oops.
What are you guys doing?
Waiting for Brian.
He's back.
Okay.
Well, it's back too, so I think we can move forward now. I mean,
You said,
like,
you said
Lay's
there's
pretty
people
much.
walking around?
There's a few, not many. They all seem either drunk or just like on a mission to get to where they're going.
I like elbow Thaddeus in the ribs. Hey, ask them if they kidnapped anyone.
Yeah, that seems like a great plan.
Do you want me to ask? I could totally ask.
I'm thinking, how drunk are they? Like, can I tell if they're coherent enough?
There's a couple that are like shit-faced, but quite a few of them are just like kind of the chatty, happy drunk. They're, you know, walking in pairs. You know, just like either shipmates or workmates that are just drinking after a long day.
Can I spot any alcohol that's not being consumed anywhere nearby?
No, they seem to be coming, though, from a combination of this tunnel, or there are a few coming from this direction as well. Most of them are coming from this way, though.
Where was the other one?
Yeah. To the
Yeah, I didn't see
Get out of
any.
it.
I saw that one.
one is directly north.
Oh, I see that one.
That's where
Okay.
the most people are coming from, but a few are coming from almost directly west.
Oh, okay.
There's a man in orange on a roof across the street.
What?
Okay.
Tell him to play the fiddle.
Tell him to play the fiddle.
He's got a hose. He's on the roof. What the fuck are you doing? Oh, I don't give a shit if you fall and break your neck. I ain't helping you. I mean,
Is he part of the village people?
But if he was,
I don't
if he
know.
was playing the fiddle, then you would feel bad for not helping him because he would be a fiddler on the roof.
That is true.
I couldn't give a shit. Anyway, back to this. I mean, Lay's, you know, happy to sniff around and try and follow the scent trail. Not that he's told anyone he's found it, but
Well, move where you're moving, Lay, if you want to continue following. We'll
you
go-
said northwest, yes?
Yes.
Okay, let me zoom back in because, oh my god.
You get
Come
ready.
on, Lay.
Get ready for some big maps, because these are some big maps.
Okay. So Lay sort of, you know,
Okay, roll another perception for me.
ah shit, I just exited that thing. God damn it.
You should know better.
I should, but trying
But
to
you
move
don't.
on the map. Yeah.
Is the well
That-
suspicious?
Is that just for Lay or everyone?
Just Lay.
Okay.
Okay,
Is the well suspicious?
roll a perception. The well is pretty much just a well.
Oh damn!
Well, shit.
Look down inside of it. The girl from the ring is down there.
Lay, you can continue to follow the scent a little more north, but more west.
So it's sort of like more this, like there,
No, still,
still heading up in this
yeah,
direction.
kind, yeah,
More or less.
yep.
Only sort of northwest we got.
More or less.
Oh, that's like. So yeah, he's going to sort of.
Now everybody roll perceptions.
I'm
Dun, dun,
I'm glad
dun.
these guys aren't like attacking us.
Now they're pretty. God, Alanin.
Just gotta pretend like people are here and people just were like, yeah, whatever.
Swims like a fish, can't say shit.
So everyone but Alanin, really. Up ahead through this tunnel, it gets a little bit darker, but then it brightens up, and you, at the end of, it's almost like a corridor at this point, you can see a large, ornate red wood door.
Bark. Bark, bark.
Barker.
What?
What's that, Lassie?
No.
Jimmy's in a well?
Bark. Bark, 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 bark.
Man, we're going behind the door. Like,
You better pee. Just pee. We don't live here.
We don't live here.
Deciding on bug
Uh,
tongue. Door.
Right, try the doorknob.
You're just gonna try the doorknob?
Yeah,
Maybe we should get our weapons ready.
My weapon's always ready. I'm just standing here with my gun aimed at the door. Like, you try it, Cal.
Because Lay can't. He's got no opposable thumbs at this point.
He can shift and do it.
He could, but it's
He's
a
a
waste of
shifter.
time.
Do you want me to get the door? I can get the door.
Get the door.
Hit the door.
I'll open the door.
Intimidated by this Amazonian.
Okay. You open the door, and you enter into a corridor.
All
It's black.
It's all
It's
black?
very black.
All
All
black.
black.
Okay.
I
I've
can
already
see.
cut my leg open
Okay.
once today.
Just
You
not
want to be my
everybody
lab or
just
not?
doesn't have sight here, Lynn. Let me.
My sight's gone.
Yeah. I just have to fix sight. Okay, there's Archer.
Wood.
Gotta squish Alan in there.
Supposed to be able to see through walls.
Yeah, I didn't do walls and shit in this one because there's way too much. So just
Little
don't.
Oh, okay.
narrow.
Yeah, so just don't metagame.
Okay.
Because there's just, yeah, there's super narrow, lots of little cubbies, and I was just like, fuck that.
Is anyone like immediately claustrophobic?
Pretty much.
Hey guys, try not to think about the several tons of rock above us.
Iron Archer just kind of laughs because you have no idea where I'm from, do you?
Yeah, because you won't tell us. Oh wait, no, you did tell us, and it's unpronounceable.
It's pronounceable. It's just I can't remember how to pronounce it now.
Can everybody see?
No.
No?
Lay is still blind.
Oh. Helps if I click the has sight button.
Thank you. I can see.
Has sight.
Just leave him blind. It's a challenge.
No.
It's a challenge.
Yeah, I'm a drow. I live underground. This is nothing.
You're
Okay.
nothing.
Okay, can everybody see now?
Yes.
Yep.
I did not. Archin's hidden back here. I don't know if he. Yeah, he does. Okay. Okay. So. I'm going to give you guys an option. You can either choose an order, we can roll for an order, or you can all just kind of move as like one token, one person, and that's where you go.
I say we're like one person.
Yeah.
We should at least establish a marching order.
Because we're like layered on top of each other
Yeah,
at this
that's why I'm
point.
kind of moving you guys kind of around right now. So I am assigning, since he was following the smell, Lay. And you guys can decide your order from there.
I'm staying at the back.
Okay?
I think Fen should be second.
Okay.
Then maybe Archin,
Archer.
Elenin, either one.
Okay.
Yeah,
This is-
damage up front.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay, this is the order we're going in. The bird's with you. I'm just getting rid of her for the sake of confusing right now. Okay. So, you guys are walking in this tunnel. I need perception checks.
Secret tunnel. Secret tunnel. Through the mountain.
Oh, I thought I rolled a 9.
No.
Okay, we've had enough practice.
Okay. So Cal, Iron Archer, and Lay, as you guys are approaching here, you can see a pressure plate set up on the ground in front of you, Lay.
Oh, that's probably a trap.
Yeah, don't step on that.
Lay's just gonna do what he's done in the past when anything troubles him. He just lays flat on the ground. Like, how do I deal with this?
Sploot.
Go over it.
I'll make my way to the front and try to disable the trap.
Feel free.
Word guinea pig.
Okay. After some tinkering, Archer, you hear a little pop, and then the plate sinks, and that's it. You disabled it.
Boom!
Right.
It
I
is.
resume my position.
Okay.
Okay.
So, move yourself, Lay, or with others' guidance, of course, where you're going.
Where am I going, guys?
South.
Okay.
Forward.
Straightforward. Okay. We're gonna get to about there.
Okay.
I'm gonna stop there.
I just love everybody. Okay. So far, you can roll a perception for me, actually. God,
Well,
Fatty.
Well, fuck.
Okay, all of you definitely notice the statue at the end of the hall. Alanin, Cal, and Archon, you can tell that it's just a normal statue. It seems to be made out to some long-forgotten hero. It's a very, like, that stereotype, heroic, almost Roman-styled pose with the hero, like, showing off his muscles and standing just all proud, but otherwise there's nothing exciting about it.
Carry on.
Lay just sort of almost robotic as he turns towards the opening here.
Okay, go ahead.
Real quick,
Yep.
can we do a knowledge check to see if we can recognize who this hero is?
Go ahead.
Which one?
History.
I do not have history, so...
Dang. I see we all paid attention in school.
Yeah. Cal and Archon, you guys recognize this as a former, for the most part, long forgotten pirate king. His name has actually been lost to time, but he is often known as the legendary Davy Jones.
Ooh.
He is pretty much become, over time, has become a god to a lot of sailors and pirates, as a figure to bless them on their raids and trades and storms, things like that.
as long as we're not sneaking, I'm gonna pull out my lute and start playing sea shanties.
Okay.
Not singing, just playing.
We're gonna die.
We're gonna die. That spirit.
So Lay's going to then sort of head into this opening. Since we're all done with history class.
Oh, since we're all done with history. Sorry, I was looking at something, but it was failing me. Okay. So when you walk in there, it's pretty... It opens up a little bit. You're not as claustrophobic, but you notice that this little cubby of a room opens up or leads into 3 different directions. And they all look identical.
Oh.
North?
Am I going north?
I don't know, are you?
I don't know, I'm asking them!
Sure, go north.
North it is.
Okay, heading north.
Okay. It's pretty clear, so you're free to keep on going.
Okay.
As you enter the next little opening through the small hallway, you notice it kind of opens up, but in the middle there seems to be another, almost like a closet. A square, just freestanding closet.
Very Winchester.
I'm gonna let someone else get the door. If anyone wants to get the door.
Knock on the door.
I didn't even think about knocking, and that kind of creeped me out to hear it. I'll knock on the door.
There's
Housekeeping.
there's no response.
Housekeeping. Want me to fluff your pillow?
Open the door.
Yeah, I gotta open the door.
When you open it, you notice a bunch of things just kind of scattered around the room. Are you guys just going to take the time to look in there?
Sure.
Yeah. And after kind of stepping into the room, you guys notice that there's actually some good stuff in here. You find 100 gold pieces, a masterwork chainmail shirt, and a piece of armor known as Hide of the Dragon Rider.
Dragon what?
Dragon Rider.
Okay. So,
Sweet.
we're gonna steal from
Put armor on
pirates?
cow.
Here again, I'm just gonna write it down.
100 gold pieces.
Okay.
Masterwork chainmail shirt. And Hide of the Dragon Rider. It's a piece of armor.
That's gotta look pretty dope.
Shirt or a chainmail?
What's that?
Is it a chain shirt or a chainmail?
Chainmail.
If they catch us, we are so dead.
Okay. That's all that's in that room, so that's all the excitement in there.
Okay. Finding the next opening.
Well, you're right by it.
And goes in.
Okay. Hold on.
Oh no.
No, Brian just came in. We were gonna change child real quick and probably put him to bed, so give me like 2 seconds here.
No, you're not going that way.
Come here, Phoenix. You're not getting in there, either.
He's in a mood.
We need to change your butt. We need to change your butt.
I can tell he's enjoying that.
Murder that child.
Put your leg down. There. I think yes.
It is bedtime.
Night night. Oh, his face just instantly. Night night. Don't make me feel guilty. Oh. Okay, just waiting on Brian.
Okay.
Okay, so as you walk into this next little cubby, it looks almost identical to the little room you just came from. There's a little, like, freestanding closet, and then open room.
Someone else can knock. It might be trapped.
I just burst it open.
You're just, are you gonna go in?
Yes.
Yes? Give me a reflex save.
Called it.
What do I do?
Reflex.
It's
It
It's
should be
under.
right under touch armor class.
Yeah.
Under what?
The touch armor class under your main abilities.
It says ref.
Yeah, ref.
Yeah, ref. Above base attack bonus.
Not you, Fen. I just need Archin.
Okay.
Oh boy.
Oh boy.
I found it.
I found it. I'm proud of you. I am very proud of you. You take 10 damage, Arjun,
Oh, jeez.
as a barrage of arrows. You can hear as you jump into the room, you hear a snap and a rain of arrows just come falling down onto you. And then nothing is left in the room. The trap has not reset, but you are a pincushion.
You alright?
Yeah, just a scratch.
'Tis only a flesh wound.
Fish wound.
It's even funnier because he's a necromancer.
Probably doesn't feel pain or something.
Okay. As Lay continues, since he's moving on, you go down the next hallway, and once again, you're faced with the same setup, except this time there is another door to the right of the room. To the west side of the room, I guess. Your right, if you're facing that way.
I burst it open again.
Are you really?
Yes.
Okay. You burst it open, and the moment the door opens, you are hit with a wave of heat, and it stops you in your tracks. The room is just burning. It is holes in the wall, fire shooting out.
I was hoping it was gonna be the floor is lava.
Close the door.
Open the door. Damn it.
You can do a perception check if you want.
Perceive this room is hot.
Archon and Lay, you both can see just on the inside, on the other side of the door, we're pretty close to the flames, but within arm's reach is a mechanism.
Should I disable it? Or try to?
You can try.
Oh no.
You just ended up burning your hand, giving yourself another 1 damage. Whoops, wrong person.
Lay is going to go get Archer and like start tugging at him like, come here.
I then step back and mind my business.
I checked out this room right here.
That's the one he's working on, I thought. Or were you working on
Oh.
this one?
No, he was doing the fire room.
Yeah, okay, that's what I thought. The fire room.
Oh, okay. I thought that was blood, so okay, I'll check out this room then.
Okay.
I'm gonna examine the door first.
Roll perception.
Boom.
It looks like a regular door.
Okay, I'll open it.
You open it and there is absolutely nothing inside.
Nothing in this one.
Just study, yep. Okay. Where do we want to go now, guys?
Anybody else want to try the fire chamber?
That's what I was pulling the Iron Archer for.
Oh, yeah, I'll look in there.
I was like, you can do it.
Disable the device.
Yeah, they already pointed out the device to you. Lay and...
Oh, there's a device. Okay.
Yeah. So,
There you go.
barely. But you got it.
Nailed it.
You hear a snap, and then almost instantly the flames just stop. The room is still extremely hot, but in the middle you can see a silver chest.
I run in and open it.
Dude, that was just that's metal, and it's being blasted by flames.
I'm immune to fire.
It is actually, the metal itself is actually unusually cool to the touch. And as you open it, you find 400 gold.
Nice.
Cool.
Okay, where are you going?
Next room.
Once again, you are greeted with the same sights as before.
Deja vu, anyone?
We've been walking in circle. It's been 6 days.
Where
Delusional
are
with
we?
hunger.
Gotta turn to cannibalism. Wait.
I like how everyone is standing far away from the door.
I'll examine the
check it.
door.
Okay. You gonna examine it first?
Yeah.
It looks like a door.
I open it and jump out of the way.
There is nothing inside that room.
Oh,
This is dumb. These pirates are lame.
alright.
Once again.
I'll examine this door.
Okay. It looks like a normal door.
Are you okay, Cal? Your turn to open a door.
Now.
Looks clear. I'll open the door.
Okay. Roll perception. You notice
Same thing, 18.
a little mechanism on just the other side of the door.
Ooh. Like a trap mechanism.
Yeah.
I'll disable it.
Okay. Roll. Alright. You are able to disable it, and you hear a snap, and then, not like they're being launched, but like they've just been dropped. A bunch of arrows just drop to the ground. And inside the room, you see a little bag that has 100 gold pieces and a masterwork chainmail.
Okay.
Now everybody, roll me perception. So,
Henry, get your ass in here.
oh, yeah. Sin. Oh god, not everybody. I just need Sin. There we go. Okay. Lay, Cal, and Fen. You notice that the wall to the south looks different.
Trick wall.
Lay's going to like push on it with his nose.
It creaks a little bit when you do that.
Seeing
Stubble.
if they mess with the door, I'm gonna walk over and kind of push on it too.
It just with a little bit of force, you can see that a little crack shows up in the middle, like a door is trying to split.
I body.
You body check it.
Yep.
You bust through, and the door just swings open, and there is a hallway.
See that, guys? That was awesome.
Do 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 do.
That was awesome.
Continue on.
Continue on.
Tally ho, my friends. Tally ho.
Hooray.
So the hallway you guys are walking down, you come around, it's empty. There doesn't seem to be really anything. It's dusty, but nothing. And it ends in what looks like another wall.
Call bullshit on that wall.
Call bullshit on that wall.
Ben, shoulder check.
All right, I got it. Check the door.
The door, once again, just like the last one, just swings open, and you are greeted by two guys just staring at you.
Like,
And
They're like,
and
Denver.
everybody needs to roll initiative. Hold on, Lay. I haven't even got my thingy up yet.
You said it, I clicked.
Make sure you have your guy clicked.
Yeah, click on your dude before you roll.
He's clicked on. Hold on, just let me put this here. Looking in initiative. you dig.
Why?
There we go.
My initiative does not have to be this high.
The one time we actually don't need you.
I know, it's like every time we go into combat, I'm in the 30s.
A rush of adrenaline.
how is her
Yeah.
initiative plus 15?
She has a lot of.
I told you my feet stacked weird, dude.
Yeah.
Yes. Hi. What?
Discuss this.
I'm just curious. I'm just curious how you got 15.
Where are you seeing it got 15? Is that a thing you can do?
If you hover over it, it says 1d6 plus 15.
Hang on, I need to figure this out now. What?
It should be just her dexterity modifier. Unless she got improved initiative.
How do you... What do you...
If you
How do you
just
hover over it?
just when you go, you see the little chat bar. Yeah, just hover over your number.
Yeah.
It's not doing anything.
Well, it does for all of us.
Oh, there it is. It didn't want to do it while my character sheet was up.
Oh.
No.
Interesting. Oh. Are we good to go now? Is everyone in?
Yep, for now. Okay, Cal, you're up first.
Alright. With my loot still summoned, I start playing a lot more energetic song to give everyone a buff.
Alright. Are you staying there?
Yes.
Okay. I figured. Iron Archer.
Can I see these guys from where I'm standing?
You can see... Yeah, I'd say you can just barely see them, but you can see them.
You might shoot one of the 3 people ahead of you.
Yeah.
Right. I will move to there, pushing past the people in front of me, and I will shoot at this guy.
Okay. Oh, I didn't roll.
24 to hit.
Okay.
Nice.
Nice.
That's a good roll.
Yeah, I picked up a feat that helps me aim.
Oh, good.
Oh, good.
Yeah.
It's an important one.
Hold on. What is... Oh. I was having issues and I figured out why.
Glad.
Hold on. I didn't roll Scenery, so I have to... Okay. There we go. Okay.
No. For God's sake.
So, what'd you roll? Sorry, Brian.
24 to hit.
24 to hit. Alright. And... I want... I am a clusterfuck right now. Oh, you guys don't need to see that. Oh. Do you see his life?
No.
No? Okay. So it doesn't show you guys, it just shows me. Okay.
Did
Sorry.
did the bird get put in the turn order?
Oh, no. Do you want your bird in there, Spot? Huh?
Well,
Might as well?
do it. Let's do it.
Okay. Okay, just click on her and add and roll for her. Okay. She'll just get skipped this round because I'm an idiot, so. Okay, that's a hit, Brian. How much damage?
13.
Oh, and that takes it out for both of them. God damn it. Okay. Sorry. It didn't work how I was planning on it working.
Gotta fiddle with it a bit.
Yes.
It's a learning process, this whole roll 20.
It is.
You have the same character sheet linked to 2 different tokens, don't you?
Yep.
Yeah. What I would do is just not even link it to the token and just put their life total on it.
I don't know how to do that.
Okay, hang on.
Because I have a lot more than just 2.
So right click on your token,
Okay.
go to properties, or edit,
Edit.
or I'm sorry, the little gear.
Jesus Christ!
Go to basic, and then just take this and put it on nothing. And then just have the total life.
Oh, okay.
That's all you have to do.
Okay. That is easy enough. I can do that.
Just do that with all your tokens.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yep. Nope, that... Screw it, we're gonna skip her. Finn, it's your turn.
Woo! I would like to pull out my weapon
Okay. Pull it out.
and rage,
Okay.
and then how many moves do I get per turn?
Just one.
Yeah.
So I just
Well-
get to take out my weapon?
I'll count that as just a free, that and raging are just kind of, you can do them as you move.
Okay. Do I have to click my rage?
No, you're fine.
Okay, I clicked it.
Okay, just remember that.
Okay.
Now what are you doing? What are you doing?
I'm trying to decide if I can run forward and hit him with my axe at the same time.
You can try.
Can I totally do that?
You can try.
I'm gonna run forward, and I'm gonna hit this guy with my great axe.
Okay. Holy shit!
Oh shit!
Jeez.
So the crit confirm is actually 16.
So it's 16.
Welcome to the team. Thank you for joining.
If it's a confirmed crit, it's the second number. It's not 14
Thank you
and
so
31.
much
It's
for
just
joining.
31.
You just straight up one-shot this fucker.
It's like, holy shit!
I fucking hate you so much. That was fantastic. Yep. You ran right in and just pretty much chopped that little fucker's head off.
I didn't even give him a chance to defend himself.
No, you did not. He was dead before he knew what was coming at him.
Great axes for you.
Yeah.
Sorry, I'm back.
We had to skip your turn, Jack.
That's fine. If I'm not here, skip. It's all good.
Fen
And
just...
one shot a guy.
Yeah.
Who did?
Fen.
I did.
Oh, good.
I need
Good.
to kill him.
Yeah.
I didn't give him a chance.
You just chopped his head right off. Yeah.
One swing of my axe.
Yep. So now, Alanin, you have to follow up that.
I could top it, but let's go for the blitz anyway.
Horse chopper.
Well, that is a hit. Good job.
Hey, if I can get something.
I hit something. Okay. This guy is going to take a swing at Alanin.
I'm just gonna put it out there. The reason why Lay didn't attack was probably because he had PTSD flashbacks and whatnot. Bros.
He's just seeing Vietnam again.
Pretty much.
Oh! Okay, I'm good.
Guns. The terrible guns. Iron Archer's shot just broke him.
Pretty much.
Okay, Alanin,
So-
does a 20 hit?
Teen armor class, right?
Yeah.
That's 12.
Okay. So he hit, and he did. I don't know what. Oh, there it is.
Oh, drank.
Ooh. Yeah.
Doesn't sound good.
No, I thought I derped something, but I didn't. He dealt you 6 damage as he took a swipe at you with his scimitar. And it is now Archin's turn.
I'm gonna go right here, and that's it.
Okay.
Fair enough.
Okay, and as that brings up the turn order, as you guys are fighting this guy, you hear boom, boom on both sides, north and south.
That's not good.
And a few moments later, you see this
They're
guy.
in danger.
I'm in danger.
And from the south, you see this guy coming up.
Oh, look at him. He looks so hopeful.
All right, and we are at the top of the turn order with Cal.
I'm gonna like almost lazily float forward to here, and I'm just like still playing my lute and just looking like I'm lounged back in a chair. Got feet off the ground,
Okay.
and that's it.
Okay, Sinri is going to move here. And I need Sinri's page up. He is going to pull out his weapon. and take a swing at this guy. And he hits. He hits him. And this guy, the Sinri, this kind of shy, quiet-looking prince, you know, with the scaling on his face and the long dragon tail behind him, suddenly pulls out a very elegant black and silver fan out of his pocket. And with one swift motion, the blood is spurting from this guy's throat, and he drops dead.
Damn, Prince!
Nice.
It is sorta.
You totally gotta get me one of those for my birthday.
Sinri knows how to do everything with a flourish.
He gets it
I
from
can't
his
get
dad.
blood on my fine clothes.
Spot.
Birdie's gonna
Yeah.
go to this guy up top and take a swing at him.
Which guy?
The one on top.
Oh, okay. And that is a hit. Not a big hit, but it's a hit. Iron Archer.
Okay, I'm going to move to right here,
Okay.
and I'm going to take a shot on this guy.
Okay. Nice.
22, 13 damage.
That is a hit. Oops. It hits him, and you can see it hit him. He kind of recoils from the hit, but he just stands right back up and lets out a bellow. And it is the guy down here at the south. He's going to come up to Fen. And... Come on. Come on, dice roller. You can do it. Oh, come on. There it goes. What's your AC?
I will beat you with a cord.
Fen, what's your AC?
12.
12. He hits
Yes.
you. And deals... only 1 damage.
I can't hear you at all, or anybody else actually.
Alright. And Fen, it's now your turn.
Okay. So I'm gonna hit that guy with my axe. Because I don't have to go anywhere.
And you actually miss this time.
Oh no!
He laughs in your face as you swing wide. Lay.
Okay, so after snapping back to reality, not being scared, he's going to go here. Oh shit, no. Stop. Ah, this one. He's going to go there, and he's going to bite.
Okay. And he hits. He takes a nice little chunk out of the dude's leg. Elenin.
Oh, just in time to hear you actually talk. Cut out everyone for a second. I was gonna move up to hit this guy up at the top next to the bird.
Okay. Nice. Nice. This guy's starting to look a little bit rough. He has a pool of splattered blood kind of starting to form around him, and his knees are kind of starting to shake with exhaustion. What am I? Archin.
Alright, I'm gonna go here,
Okay.
and I'm going to hit him.
Are you? Are you really? You are going to hit him.
He is gonna hit him.
He
Look
is
at that.
gonna hit him. Nice. With a nice swing, you leave a nice open wound across this guy's front.
Very nice.
He's standing, but he definitely felt that one. And now this pirate is going to take a swing at Alanan. Oh, and that is a terrible miss. He's starting to feel the effects of the fight, and he's just completely worn out. And at this point, you guys can hear footsteps starting to come up each side again. And let's add these guys to the turn order and see what happens. Alright, and... Oops. Oh, Jesus Christ. Cal, you are up.
I don't have any helpful spells, so I'm just gonna keep playing. Oh,
Okay.
I'll move over here too.
Just
to make sure everyone can hear me.
Okay.
Because it's important.
Sorta.
Strike that guy, hopefully get rid of him.
That is a miss. Both of them missed.
Ooh.
Sinri. Where is Sinri? There's Sinri. Is going to stab... actually, let's see. Okay. Sinri's gonna move over here, and he's gonna do his fighting fan against this guy. And he hits. Not enough to kill him, but... Whoops. Oh, Jesus Christ. I accidentally turned my number lock off, so instead of hitting a number, it went scrolling like all the way down to hell. Okay. Iron Archer.
Okay, I'm going to rapid shot. One shot at this guy. One shot at this guy.
Okay. The first one misses, but the second one does hit. Where do you want it to hit him?
Right between the eyes.
Okay. You guys all hear the gunfire. The one you can hear ricochet off the stone and off near the guy in the north, and then that second guy just drops dead, blood coming from out of between his eyes.
Light screams.
Oh,
No, like a full-on, like, girly, shrill shriek type scream. I wasn't expecting that at all. We can... No, shit, me. He can make it down there, yeah?
Yeah, you should.
Should, right. Right, well... Panic sort of goes there, sees the fellow and goes, oh shit, and bites.
Okay. Oh shit.
oh shit, fight.
And it's a hit at least.
Hold on to his leg.
Not a big hit, but you got him. Fen.
Okay. So, I'm gonna run. Hang on. Oops.
I love how everybody's using that now.
Yeah, I could totally make that.
Yeah, Fen, you have 40 move speed.
Yeah. I just wanted to make sure. I'm gonna run my ass down here, and I'm gonna hit. I'm still raging, right? So I'm gonna hit him with my axe.
Yeah.
No, I'm not gonna hit him with my axe.
No, you are not. It was a good attempt. You cut his hair a little bit, but...
Well, you know, I'll take what I can get, but that wasn't what I was hoping for.
Alright, Alanin.
Okay, my boy's gonna slide past this guy on the stairs, go toward this guy, and that's two, but
He's gonna take a swing... Hold on, Brian. Would that
Yep.
action move do a attack of opportunity?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, that's what I thought. Okay.
Yeah, moving through a threat and scare provokes an attack of opportunity.
Okay. Oh, he missed anyway, so you're good. He rolled really bad.
Okay.
A really bad one.
Not quite a 1, but it was bad. Okay, go ahead.
Okay, so I'm gonna take a swing at the guy at the bottom of the stairs.
And you miss. It was a good attempt. Archon.
I'm gonna move here,
Okay.
and I'm gonna try to attack again.
Okay. And you miss.
Jesus, guys.
Y'all are swinging a little bit wide.
A little bit.
Okay.
Okay, we're just getting warmed up.
So this guy here is going to take a swing at Alanin. And he missed as well. And he's just going to stay there. Which one are you? This one in front of Sinri and the bird. He's going to take, his attention's going to shift to Sinri. And he's going to take a swing. Ooh, that might actually hit. That does hit. Oh shit, that's actually a crit too.
Oh damn.
Oh, damn.
Oh, but he did not confirm the crit. Oh, thank God. Okay. But he deals.
Oh my God, we got your prince killed. Sorry.
Can you imagine having to explain that? And this last grunt is going to attack Lay.
Oh no!
What's your AC?
My AC is 15.
Oh, he just gets ya. Is it 1 or 2? But he only deals you 2.
Okay, but ow.
And Cal,
Guess what I'm gonna be doing?
you're just singing your little heart out.
You have a crossbow or anything?
She has a whip sword, but that's it.
Can't hit much with it. I'm singing House of the Rising Sun in case anyone was wondering.
Oh, that's one of my favorites.
Sorta.
Attacking the grunt up there. Ooh, yeah.
Oh, you got hit. You got 1. This guy. Oh, your bird. How does she do it?
The bird! Get his eyeball!
Sticks her talons in and yoinks.
And yoinks.
Nice.
Okay, there's 1 down. Yoinks. Sinri is going to move down here and take a swing with his fan. And he misses. Iron Archer.
I'm trying to decide if I can see this guy. I'll let you call it.
Not from there. If you shifted over 1, you could, but not where you're standing.
Alright, I'll take a 5-foot step to my left, and then I'll shoot him.
Okay. Nice!
Nice.
Nice! Unfortunately,
16 on the crit confirm. 1 from Cal.
unfortunately, you did not confirm,
Yeah.
but that was good either way.
Is it 1 or 2 from Cal?
1.
Just 1.
Okay, I wasn't sure.
Alright, so you shoot, and you think for a second that you hit something major, but he just kind of collects himself and just looks ready to fight some more.
And I'll use my move action to reload my gun.
Okay. Lay.
Lay's just gonna continue to chomp.
Okay. And you missed. He moved right out of your way.
God damn it!
Fen,
You hurt my dog friend.
you're my dog friend. Nice. You take a nice swing at this guy, and he's feeling it. He's not down, but he definitely staggers a little bit before kind of regaining his balance.
That's what you get for hurting my dog friend.
Alanin.
Taking another swing at that grunt up north.
No dice.
Okay.
Even though he's kind of staggering around, he still is able to avoid you pretty good. Archon.
I swing.
Where are you? Oh, there you are. You
But
swing?
do you swing both ways?
Depends how much I'm paid.
He is hurting. He's not down, but he's hurting. Alright. Grunt up here. He is going to take a swing at Alanin.
Come at me, bro.
What's your AC?
Oh,
12? Oh, you are lucky he missed. Grunt number 2 down here is going to take another swing at Lay. What's your AC, Lay?
Didn't learn from last time, did he?
15.
15. He hits you. Oh, actually, he might have crit. Let me see if he confirms his crit. No, he does not. He only
The
deals...
roller coaster of emotions.
Alright, he only hits you for 3. He just barely grazes you. He's feeling the exhaustion. Cal!
Play that drum.
That's not what
Or whatever.
I'm gonna sort of float closer to Archer. Just cuz.
Just cuz.
And keep playing. Maybe sort of to distract him. But meaning well.
Sorta, it is your turn.
flying down to this goon that we can't seem to hit. And taking a couple swings at him.
Nice.
Nice.
Both hit.
Nice.
And
Oh, that mouse doesn't work for that computer.
And I hope I just, yeah, I did. Okay. Your bird just seems to know the good spots to hit because he is not looking too good right now.
They gotta know what they're doing.
Sinri is going to take us. Sinri is actually going to wheel himself around and swing at this dude with his tail. And he hits him. This guy gets whacked. You hear a boom as Sinri's tail clocks him in the hips. And this dude smacks against a wall and is dead.
Nice.
Sinri had enough of his shit. Iron Archer. There's one dude left.
Give me 1 sec, my headset's going dead.
Sucks to be you.
Okay. I'm just gonna take a shot at this guy that Ben, Lay, and Archon are attacking.
Okay.
Because I should be able to see him from here, right?
Yep. Nice. You don't
Not a confirm though, damn.
No, not a confirm. But it's enough to kill him. How do you do it?
Right in the eye.
Alright. You guys hear a boom as his gun fires off.
It sure does.
And this guy suddenly looks like one of his eyes just explodes and he flops backwards.
Sorry, Lay.
Yeah, I was about to say, there's another shriek of fright and run.
Alright. And that is the end of that. You guys, from what you can tell, it is quiet now.
You guys, I think we killed them all.
Is this a balcony?
Yes.
Okay.
Lay's gonna, like, cautiously come back upstairs and be like, what's going on?
Archer,
Kind of twirl my gun in my finger and put it away.
Archer and Finn, where you guys are standing, are looking out what kind of looks like a dining hall. There is a little walkway right in front of you here. And then this dark area is like one of those half walls, almost like a buffet style table. Okay. And then in the large area, there are these colored things. They're pedestal style tables with little stools sitting around them. The dark things are pillars that go up, holding up and supporting the cavern type ceiling. And then at the far end is another large statue, very similar to the one you guys saw earlier.
Captain Jack.
Like same guy?
Yeah.
Okay.
Man.
But bigger.
But bigger.
It's the big boy.
Bigger.
How far is the drop from this balcony to the ground below?
It's only about 10 feet.
You're gonna do a hero landing, aren't you? Hero landing.
Yep.
Yep.
Lay's going to put his nose to the ground, see if he can pick up the kid's scent. Yeah, that's the one.
Roll a perception.
Is her name Marigold or Mugwump?
Mayla Gold.
I was so off. What?
So, Lay, you can tell that the scent seems to be strongest coming from the south of this room. I don't know where you are. There you are. So, it's coming from this general area.
Lay's going to sort of follow after it.
You are right here. It is solid steel gate has dropped down. That was the thump you heard earlier.
How wide are the bars?
They're only probably about... the bars themselves are probably about 1 inch in diameter, and they only have probably about 6 inches space between them.
God damn it, I can't squeeze.
I'm going to examine the door, see if I can find a mechanism that would open it.
Just roll a perception for me. You can see on the other side is a crank to bring it up.
Can anyone turn into a snake?
I thought it would be something.
If only Viag was still alive.
Rip Viag.
Viag.
The dumbass would just be going, leaf!
While you guys are exploring, Senri finally has been kind of wandering around, and he comes back and sees you guys kind of just investigating this door, and he points out that there's another barricade to the north as well as a door, and there's a door, and he points like kitty corner to where you guys are standing. There's a door there.
Yeah,
like this thing.
I was just gonna say there's a door next to us too.
Yeah, there's
this door.
That guy.
Yep.
I'm just following
here.
You mean like who the hell is Moro?
I was just following my nose.
But yes, there is a doorway to the north as well as another barricade up north.
Don't mess with my stuff, cat.
This barricade up top, is it the same way? This is the mechanism up here?
This one, you can see what looks almost like a mechanism structure that goes back up to the platform.
Oh, okay, I'll follow it.
And it takes you to these two.
Oop, don't sit on the mouse. Cat.
Okay, I'll start cranking on one.
Okay. Just do a strength check.
Yep.
Okay, that's enough. You crank that one as far as you can. You can hear it clicking, and then it kind of goes "Gong" as it stops. And the gate seems, it hasn't moved yet, but the mechanism above you seems tight.
We need to pull both of these at the same time.
I'll grab the other one.
Just give me a strength check.
Hang on. I can do that.
I know you can. Okay. You don't even have to wait for Iron Archer. The moment you start cranking that one, the gate over there starts rising. And within just a couple minutes, it has fully risen, and just like the other spool, I guess you could say, it clunks really loud and locks into place.
Yeah.
Is that for the north one?
Yeah, the north one is open.
No, it's not bedtime yet. Cat.
We can go explore over there.
Heck yeah.
I'm gonna search for traps.
Roll perception.
One.
You don't really see anything. You can see some light coming out of the doorway up here, but otherwise you see nothing.
Okay, I'm just gonna go slow.
Yep, there's still nothing. That door, you can feel heat coming from that door.
Is it closed? Is there an actual door that's closed?
Yeah, it's a legitimate door, but it is a metal door, and there's light and heat coming from behind it.